Welcome to Art in the Park 2022. Today we'll be making cards. The supplies you'll need for this project include 2 sheets of thick paper, double-sided tape, scissors, pen, and a picture. Our final design will look something like this example, though everyone's will and should be different.
Hello, my name's Nicole Cortichiato, and today we're going to talk about making cards. I like to make cards for no occasion whatsoever. And so why do I make cards for no occasion? Because it's fun to get a card, right? It's fun to have somebody think of you, it's fun to receive them, and it's fun to make them. And so I'm going to show you a few cards that I've made because it can kind of become a game for you or your family or your brother and sister, is who can make the best card or who can make the best saying for a card. Some of the things you can use for cards are photographs. This is a photograph of my dogs, my 2 corgis. Here's another photograph of a dog I got out of a calendar. And it says, "I knew that guy wasn't good for you." Here's a photograph of a highway that I just took riding in the car. Here's one of a dog that says, "You did it." So when I find a picture, I try to figure out what the animal is saying. Dogs are easy because I have dogs, but the game you can play with a family member or a teacher or friend, you can just kind of say, when you find a picture, you say, well, what is this dog trying to say? What does it look like they're saying? Is he saying, "Come play with me," or "I haven't seen you in a while"? But I thought this dog said, "You did it." Yay. The things you will need today are thick paper, scissors, a pen, double-sided tape. I like to use double-sided tape instead of glue because it's less messy and makes the card look a lot cleaner. You can get this at any art store. But if you don't have that, you can just use regular tape and sort of do that. You're going to need a picture from a magazine that you like. I did some birds today. You also need some construction paper. It can be thick or thin as a backdrop. You need to figure out what the animal is going to say. I think this one's saying, "I'm bored." One thing I like to do is when I do take a wild, like a nature picture out, if there is a definition of what the animal is or the name of the bird, I like to also cut that out. And I'll either put that at the top of the card or on the inside of the card. It's kind of nice to put it on the inside of the card so the person knows what kind of animal it is, what they eat, just a little bit about, because there's always a new animal or bird or insect you can learn about, and people appreciate that. And it's fun to do that for anybody who doesn't like to learn about a new animal that they haven't known about. And so here's my thick paper. Here's my bird with the backdrop. I'm just going to use this double-sided tape to and how the double-sided tape, you just put it on and then you can peel it off. And then it sticks right on. You don't have to worry about any messiness. Glue leaves residue and kind of doesn't make it look professional because the glue always seeps out. Plus, the corners don't get right. They always kind of peel upwards. And so now I'm just gonna add this here. Yes, I leave a spot at the top. Make sure you want to try to remember to get the corners so they don't fold up. But the great thing about this tape is you can make it any size. And they've got really wide ones, really thin strip double tape, all different sizes. You can also... So I'm just going to pretend that I peeled it off so you can see, but it's going to go right here. And then I think I'm going to, let's see, where's my little saying? I think I'll say, I'm bored. And then on the inside, I'll say, I think on the inside, I'll say, please come over. So it'll look like this once it's all taped together. Like I said, on the inside, I'll say, I'll put where the bird came from. This is a hooded crane. And I'll put this on the inside. Somehow, I'll make it fit. I'll have to cut where it's from. But I'll put this on the inside, on the left-hand side. And then right here, I'll say, why don't you come over? Because who doesn't want someone to come over right now during a pandemic, as long as you're masked?
Thank you for joining us for Art in the Park 2022. Stay tuned for our series where we take a trip through parks around the world.